Krishna Day devotees, my humble obeisances to you all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining His Holiness Chandramauli Swami Maharaj's daily class. Today we are continuing with Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 2, Remembrance of Lord Krishna, and verse number 13. Hare Krishna Maharaj, my humble obeisances to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. You can please take over, Maharaj. Thank you. Are you able to see my screen, Maharaj?
Yeah, let me see the verse for a minute.
Monday we did in our 12th verse, Maharaj. Today is 13.
Okay, go back to the Sanskrit. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yadharma Surno Bhattaraja Suye Niriksyadrik Swastayayanam Trilokaha Karsnyena Charyeha Katam Vidatur Arvaksrito Kausalam Ityam Manyata. All the demigods from the upper, lower, and middle planetary systems assembled at the altar of the Rajasuya sacrifice performed by Maharaj Yudhisthira. After seeing the beautiful bodily features of Lord Krishna, they all contemplated that he was the ultimate dexterous creation of Brahma, creator of human beings. Purport. There was nothing comparable to the bodily features of Lord Krishna when he was present in the world. The most beautiful object in the material world may be compared to the blue lotus flower or the full moon in the sky. But even if the lotus flower and the moon were defeated by the beauty of the bodily features of Lord Krishna, this was certified by the demigods, the most beautiful living creatures in the universe. The demigods thought that Lord Krishna, like themselves, was also created by Lord Brahma, but in fact, Brahma was created by Lord Krishna. It was not within the power to create the transcendental beauty of the Supreme Lord. No one is the creator of Krishna, rather, he is the creator of everyone. As it says in the Gita 10:8, Aham Sarvasya Prabhubo, Matat Sarvam Pavartate, Umagyanti Mirandasya Gyanajana Salakaya, Chaksun Militam Yedata, Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamina. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Kuchara Devase Sasunyavadi Vasyatya Devi Satarine Vanchakalpa Tarubhishcha Kripa Sindhite Bacha Saranam Pavane Bhyo Vaishnave Bhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, the Lord's beauty. Krishna is known as Bhagavan because he's full in all six opulences. All beauty, all wealth, all strength, all knowledge, all fame, and all renunciation. Each one of those qualities is sought after collectively by the collective human population. Some people are seeking out to become very popular and famous. Others want to be very strong, and they do all kinds of things to make their bodies strong. And then there's others who are chasing after wealth 24 hours a day. And there's so many other people who try for different opulences, even those who want to be renounced. It's an opulence also. So, but Krishna is the reservoir and the source of all of these. Therefore, he is the total of all of these. In other words, there's no one more beautiful, nor famous, nor wise. All of these qualities are there in Krishna full. Therefore, he's called Bhagavan. Mm-hmm. And here we're focusing on his beauty, Krishna's beauty. Sometimes they make some comparison, but the comparisons fall short of the actual reality. The beauty of Krishna is beyond description. In fact, sometimes we say Krishna is not beautiful. He is beauty. Beauty itself is Krishna. And whatever comes from Krishna is a particle of that beauty. And he is the sum total of all, everything that is beautiful. From the conditioned souls, one cannot imagine. Here, you see, the demigods are seeing this personality. They don't recognize him as the supreme personality of Godhead, but they recognize him as some who is extremely beautiful. And Krishna's beauty is sometimes, as we see here, compared, just to give us a little indication. Sometimes they say there's the beauty of a monsoon cloud. A monsoon cloud is a dark cloud, but it's a thin cloud. And behind the cloud is the beautiful blue sky. So the blue sky brings a you into the cloud. And they say that is the color of Krishna if you wanted to make some material comparison, which is always limited and faulty, of course. So any comparison to anything material falls way short of the actual reality. Krishna's beauty is unbelievable. We see the deities. Sometimes we become overwhelmed by the beauty of the deities, but that we actually can't see his real beauty. It's hidden because only those who have transcendental vision can actually get an indication of his beauty. The gopis in Vrindavan, they curse Lord Brahma because Brahma has created eyes with eyelids. And when the eyelids blink, for that time period, they can't see Krishna. And therefore, they curse Brahma. They say, you're an unqualified creator. So you can see what the gopis are seeing, something that we can't even see or even begin to understand. Krishna's beauty is always, and throughout the Bhagavatam, there are many analogies with many of the beautiful things of this world to give a little indication of Krishna's beauty. There was one devotee, he runs a temple in America, kind of a preaching center type temple. He's had it established for more than 30 years now. Now it's a full temple, actually. And one day he received a set of outfits for all of the deities on his altar. He had Gaurnitai, he had Lakshmi Nrsimha, and he had Jagannath. And so he received the outfit. And he's looking at the outfit, and he's thinking, this outfit is not so nice. He decided not to put it on. But then he thought, all right, because it was a gift, I'll honor it and put it on just once anyway. So he did, but when he saw that the outfit onto the deity became so beautiful, that he decided to keep it as one of the main outfits of the deity. So anything that comes in contact with something beautiful also becomes beautiful. It says the sky becomes beautiful by the presence of the full moon. A woman becomes beautiful if she has a qualified husband. And so the beauty is in relationship to something very beautiful. So we make many analogies just to give some understanding. But devotees, out of all of Krishna's opulences, they are most attracted to his beauty. Aside from all of the other opulence, which are very outstanding in itself, but devotees become enchanted by the beautiful form of the deity. Well, that's just a drop of his actual beauty, but still it gives some indications that something more. There's a story where it's a pastime actually, where one personality, his name was Dukhi Krishna Das, he was sent to Vrindavan by his spiritual master to work under Jiva Goswami. So Jiva Goswami gave him a service of sweeping the area of Vamsivat, which is the place where Krishna has his pastimes every night, dancing the rasa dance. It says that nobody can go there, even today. If you go to that area at night, you don't return. That is a fact. There are people who wanted to test that, and then they don't return. So no one can see that, at least no one in the material world. But Krishna performs his pastimes there in the rasa dance in the evening. And so Jiva Goswami told this devotee, and the next morning you go and you clean the area very nicely and you make it suitable for Krishna in the next evening. So he's going and he's cleaning. And then he notices on the ground there's an ankle bracelet, a nipura. So he sees it and he picks it up and he says, wow, this is really beautiful. I wonder who it belongs to. But there was no one he could trace it to. So he decided to find out later and kept it. In the meantime, Radharani's talking to Lalita and said to Lalita, you know, last night, I think I lost one of my ankle bracelets in the area of Vamsivat. Can you go find it for me? So Lalita took the form of an elderly lady and she went walking around. She came to that area and she's looking on the ground. And then Dukhi Krishna Das sees her and he comes up to her and says, oh, my dear Rataji, you're looking for something? Yes. My master last night lost her ankle bracelet here, so she sent me to find it. Oh, and who's your master? And she said, well, Srimati Radharani. Oh, really? And who are you? I'm Lalita Saki. Well, you don't look like Lalita Saki. Well, she said, I came in this form because no one could bear my beauty. Oh, he said, well, if you can prove to me that you're Lalita, I know where that ankle bracelet is. So she said, be careful. Okay. So she turned herself into her original form of Lalita. And when he saw her beauty, he fainted, he lost consciousness. Chum. And then after some time, Radharani came, and now he's back to consciousness. He sees Radharani this time, and Radharani's there in her full form, and he again loses consciousness, seeing the beauty of Radharani. overwhelmed with such joy and happiness. His mind cannot withstand all of that pleasure. So after some time, he comes back to consciousness. And then Lalita says, well, he has your ankle bracelet. So he presented it to Radharani. And Radharani was so happy to receive her ankle bracelet. And she said, I'm going to give you some special mercy. So she took her ankle bracelet and pressed it into his forehead and made a type of tilak that was never made before. And at the same time, she said, you have give pleasure to me, so your new name will be Shamananda, because he was known as Dukhi Krishnadas. Shama refers to Radharani, and Nanda means pleasure, one who gives pleasure to Radharani, Shamananda. So now he's initiated. He comes back to Jiva Goswami, and Jiva Goswami said, oh, where'd you get that unusual looking tilak? And then he told the whole story. Jiva Goswami was amazed to hear that. Of course, his spiritual master, who was Hriday Chaitanya, had sent him to Jiva Goswami for training. And after some time, he sent him back. And now he's back with his spiritual master, Hriday Chaitanya, in, what was that place? I always forget the name of that place. Ambika Kalana, the place of Goridas Pandit. And so he's back there, and Hriday Chaitanya is really concerned. He's got a new name now, and he's got some new tilak. So he became a little upset. He wrote a letter to Jiva Goswami. You can't reinitiate someone who's already initiated. Jiva Goswami said, I didn't. He was initiated by Radharani. And so he came to his disciples and wanted an explanation. But Radharani told him not to tell. He told Jiva Goswami, but that was all. And then when he didn't tell, Hriday Chaitanya became very angry and started beating him. You can beat your disciple. Guru shouldn't do that. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Yeah, it says that gurus can beat their disciple, and the disciples, they love it. You beat them with a stick too, sometimes, because if they're bigger than you are, you need a stick. Anyway, that's another story. So he was beating his disciple. And then one night, just right after that, Lord Chaitanya appeared to him into a dream and said, don't beat him. He's actually been reinitiated by Srimati Radharani. And then he realized it was actually the fact. And then later on the next day, when he saw Shamananda, he paid his obeisances. He said, you are actually my guru, because you received direct mercy from Srimati Radharani. So, but the point comes back to when he saw the beauty of both Radharani and Lalita, he lost consciousness. So transcendental beauty is beyond description. It has no comparison to anything in this material world. So the spiritual world is like that. Everything is beyond description. Oh, the activities, the happiness, the beauty, the love, everything. It's never comparable to anything in this world, because it's way, way beyond it. It's the perfection of all of the existence. So that is our home, the spiritual world. The process is to purify ourselves and get attracted to the beauty of Krishna and then serve Krishna in so many different ways through the mercy of the spiritual master. Qualify yourself by learning all about Krishna and serving Krishna in different ways, pleasing Krishna by that service, and then coming to the stage of self-realization, realizing who you are as a spiritual being, and then qualifying yourself at the time of death. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tattva ante alevam. Tam tam vyate vikunteya tabhava bhavi taha. By remembering Krishna at the time of death can only be done when one sacrifices their whole life to serve Krishna. If we're not serving Krishna throughout our whole life, at least the latter part of our life fully, then it will be difficult to remember Krishna. We might remember something in this material world and be forced to take birth again. Therefore, devotees, you see, should get attracted to Krishna and never take their consciousness away from Krishna. That is the process of Krishna conscious. Krishna conscious means always conscious of Krishna. And any other consciousness is a blemish upon the pure consciousness. And all of other consciousness are not real consciousness, they're just spots. Like if you look into a mirror, sometimes you see some blemishes, some scratches in the mirror. But the mirror, in its pristine state, reflects everything nicely. And so the pure soul reflects our actual spiritual consciousness and the identity that comes with that consciousness. Therefore, keeping one's consciousness on Krishna means to remember Krishna always. And it's not that hard in the sense that if one fixes their mind on this idea of remembering Krishna always, they can develop that quality of connecting everything they do with Krishna and seeing everything in relationship to Krishna and chanting the holy names and performing spiritual activities. And then one becomes what we say, fully Krishna conscious, or you might say, drunk on Krishna, intoxicated with Krishna. And then everything one does, they're always thinking how to serve Krishna, how to please Krishna by that service, how to connect my activities in devotional service with the instructions of the spiritual master, so I can always stay connected to the transcendental realm and free myself from this mundane existence. The devotees of the Lord are not part of the material world. We are part of the material world as much as we are connected to the material world. But if you connect yourself with Krishna in all aspects, then even though you're still in the material world, you're not connected with it. You might be doing some material activities, but it's just routine, something you do just to do it. And your heart and mind is focused on Krishna and devotional service. So, and it's inspired by Krishna's qualities. And here the quality of beauty is the most attractive quality of Krishna. And we see that Krishna manifests his beauty in different ways, in different forms, but the most beautiful form of Krishna is Krishna's in Vrindavan, playing on his flute, standing in the threefold bending form, surrounded by others, but always with Srimati Radharani. Okay, so we can stop there and see what we can.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much. Such a wonderful description of the beauty of the Lord. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, any questions or comments or realizations, you can please go ahead. And please turn on your cameras if possible. Sridevi Mataji.
Thank you, Srimati. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. As you were describing Krishna's beauty, I was thinking about how Lord Chaitanya, he's so beautiful that in the Shastras it is described that his weapon in this age, he comes as Lord Chaitanya not to kill, but his weapon is his beauty. He mesmerizes and enchants everyone by his beauty and captures them and brings them to Krishna consciousness. So was remembering Lord Chaitanya as you were speaking. Just wanted to share that. Thank you.
He's called Gaura Sundar. One of his names is Gaura Sundar. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Maharaj, when we are coming into contact with Lord's beauty, or when we are seeing the Lord's beauty, so we just know through our material eyes, we just know the um, beauty from the material world. We can't even imagine how beautiful Lord Krishna will be. So I was just thinking, like, um, the descriptions given, even we may not able to understand fully how Krishna is beautiful. We just, as you were telling about, like, comparisons, whatever we can do, they will become short, fall short.
Yeah, but you don't even have to try to figure out how beautiful he is. Whatever beauty you can experience, that's enough. That's enough to enchant your heart and mind and bring you to higher levels of surrender.
Yeah. As you were mentioning, I was remembering that when I dress my deities, Gaurnitai or Jagannath, I'll think that this dress may not be suitable like that, but will it look good or not? But when I put dresses on them, they look very beautiful. The dresses will have much color and nice appearance. So I was just thinking, like, coming into contact with the deities, the dresses shows a lot of brightness and effulgent, becoming very beautiful, Maharaj.
Yeah. Anything that comes in contact with something beautiful also takes on some of the qualities.
Yeah, thank you so much. The devotees, any questions or comments?
Beauty of this material world is not real, and because everything here is constantly changing. What is beautiful at one time is no longer beautiful after some time.
Mm.
Ladies don't like that one so much.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah. Yeah, it's because, like, we are in the material body, right, Maharaj? It's changing all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, we want to also take some of that qualities of Krishna and live our life. People are trying to become rich, some are trying to become beautiful. There was one famous actress. I think she just died recently. She was over 100 years old. Her name was Brigitte Bardot. She was French. She was very popular when I was a kid, in magazines, and she was a beauty queen like that. And she did that for many years. When she got to the age of 50, she had a very, uh, we say, wake up experience. She looked in the mirror one day and she saw that her beauty was fading. And this was such a shock to her because her whole life was centered around presenting herself and getting fame, getting wealth, so many things for her beauty. And when she saw that, she stopped going out in public. She gave it up. It was too much, let me say, it was like a traumatic experience. But this is true. One day you look in the mirror and then it's gone.
Maharaj.
you know, you stand in front of the mirror and you kind of like check out the deity and see how what it needs. You tweak the eyebrows and kind of like put on some of these things that make you look more beautiful. There's any crevices in the cheeks, you make sure you fill them up with the proper, you know, powders and so many things. It's like they can even turn dead bodies into something beautiful. The person dies and they take them to the funeral home and then they embalm the body and they make it look really nice. And then people come to see and they say, "Oh, Uncle Charlie never looked so good."
Yes.
But it's a dead body, so what's so good about it? So yeah, so we want to keep ourselves healthy, but beauty is something that either you got it or you don't. But well, I tell you, one thing is for sure, and this is a fact, that when you perform devotional service, the soul becomes animated and alive, and it gives animation and qualities to the body. So even I remember, because when I remember when we first joined the movement, and hardly any good-looking girls would join our movement because they thought, what's the use? I already made it, I don't have to try to be popular somewhere else. So we'd look at all of the ladies in our ashram, and they all were really ugly. But then after some time, after a year or two, they start looking even less ugly and even very nice. Then it was a problem. So the same lady, her energy was being coming through, his soul was being energized by devotional service, and it illuminates the whole body. Yeah, that's a fact. So devotees actually look younger than they really are
Yeah.
because of that spiritual energy being awakened.
Thank you, Maharaj. So we can use this as an advertisement to bring new people into devotion.
Yeah, don't. If you want to get married, make sure you marry a devotee girl. She gets beautiful as the time goes on.
It's
For
not.
sure, Chaitanya is really laughing a lot. That's
Then,
a you actually see that. That's a fact. Even the men even look even better. Prabhupada, although he was an elderly man, there was a very attractive countenance that he had that was so vibrant because of his spiritual energy.
yes. Yeah, Daria, Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Maharaj. So regarding this beauty, you said that there is no real beauty here in this material world, but this material world is still a reflection of the spiritual world. So should it not be that, what we see the most beautiful here, it's coming from Krishna, or there is no real beauty that we can experience in this material world? And also,
So,
if
yeah, so I'll answer your question. The devotees were walking with Srila Prabhupada on Venice Beach near Los Angeles. The beach is right on the ocean of the Pacific Ocean. Prabhupada would take sometimes morning walks, but this was an evening walk Prabhupada was taking, and the sun was just going down, and the sky was full of different colors. And the devotees were kind of like attracted, and they said, Prabhupada, just look at the beauty of the sky. and how beautiful it is. They said that the Prabhupada said, yes, but you should see the artist. So he referred everything back to. So the reflection of the reality also has some of the qualities of the reality. But it's only a reflection. Yeah, so what you say is correct. Yeah. So everything is relative. So in this material world, things are beautiful in relationship to something else here. But if you want to compare it to real beauty, the actual beauty, there's no comparison. So this is relative beauty. And because it's relative, it's also changeable. Therefore, beautiful at one time doesn't stand the test of time. Time moves things along and changes whatever was there into something different.
But then, is it by the grace or mercy of Krishna that you could see the real beauty, or that's not possible?
Yeah, we see things in this world that are very beautiful. But again, that is a reflection. It's not real beauty. It's a reflection of the original beauty. Whatever beauty you see in this world, categorized by that idea of beauty, is simply coming from Krishna. That's all. He says in the very end of the Bhagavad Gita, in the 10th chapter, what is the use of all this detailed knowledge? With a simple spark of my splendor, I pervade and support this entire creation. Now, this is a spark of Krishna's energy. And if you see some beauty in it, it's just part of the original beauty, that's all. It's a reflection, that's all. There's the fire and there's the spark. The spark also has some of the qualities of the fire, but it cannot be compared to the fire. So what beauty we designate in this world is also relative, and it's also according to opinion too. Some people see things and say they're beautiful, others can't see the same thing.
Thank you very much.
So it's a reflection, and at the same time, it's an opinion too. Prabhupada said the blue lotus, you don't see blue lotuses so much anymore. They're one of the most beautiful images in this world. The moon, when the moon is full in the sky and there's no other stars, it lights up the sky so beautifully. The moon is very attractive. But see, these are still reflections of the reality. So we get attracted to the reflections. The idea is to get attracted to the reality.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Nice question, Mataji. Any more questions?
Right,
Sorry, Maharaj?
I'm asking her if she's okay with that.
Yeah. Darya Mataji, are you okay with the answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
It just maybe a further question if I can, but we cannot see anything spiritual in this material world then, or
Why should we be satisfied with something less? We can see things, but we have to purify our consciousness. The more you become Krishna conscious, the more you can see or experience things on the spiritual platform.
but we could never come on that platform to see the real spiritual world, or
You're defining yourself in a limited way, but our consciousness is not limited. Our consciousness is unlimited if we bring it to the unlimited by making it spiritual consciousness or Krishna consciousness.
Mm. Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Maharaj, I want to just follow up a little bit on Mataji's point. So when we go around in this world, we see a lot of beautiful places and sceneries, how the Lord has created such a beautiful nature. So we experience that beauty, right? So we see the beauty and maybe we remember a lot or not, but at least we experience that beauty, um, and
Yeah,
we.
it's beautiful by comparison. Yeah.
Mm,
But therefore it's beautiful because within the realm of the material, things are limited. But beyond the limited world is another world where everything is full in itself. And that's the world of the spirit. So even the residents of the spiritual world, they're also very beautiful. We made the example of Lalita Saki. If they appear in this world, their beauty would, you know, would be nothing like anything in this world.
mm,
Yeah, but yeah. So we don't deride material beauty, but we say it's just a reflection of the reality. It still exists. And we may also become attracted by that. There's nothing wrong with that. When Prabhupada said, yes, the sky is beautiful, but you should see the artist, he was he wanted to make a point that don't simply see things in relationship to this world, go beyond it, understand it. And Krishna is the artist. So whatever beautiful things you see, just like you see a beautiful flower, so nicely shaped, so perfectly shaped, and with varieties of colors and shapes and fragrances. That's beauty. That's coming from Krishna. Krishna is the artist. Krishna is the creator. He uses material energy as his instrument, but he's the one that does it all. Behind the material energy is the hand of Krishna. So what I'm saying, when you see something beautiful or something attractive or something wonderful in this world, connect it to the source. Then you're Krishna conscious.
yes, Maharaj. Yeah. Thank you so much. So Anjali Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you. Guru Maharaj, regarding beauty, I had jotted down my realization. If you allow me, can I read it for you and the God family?
What did you write down?
I write down about Krishna's beauty, a little realization and meditation I did few couple of days back.
Yeah, we want to hear it. Let's go.
Uh, I I titled it When Beauty Takes a Form. I have spent my life chasing fragments of beauty, sunsets that set the sky on fire, music that stirs the soul, faces that holds the light of a thousand stories. And yet, I know I have never truly understood what beauty means. Not yet. I often close my eyes and try to imagine him, Krishna, the eternal enigma draped in countless forms, each more mesmerizing than the last. Like a blind date with divinity, I have seen glimpses, stolen moments from paintings, idols, and verses, each whispering a different secret of his beauty. But I know when he truly stands before me, it will be unlike anything my heart has ever known. In that instance, I will realize how small, how fragile, how incomplete my understanding of beauty has been. It will not be a sight my eyes can contain, nor a feeling my heart can measure. It will be an unraveling, a shattering of every definition I ever held. His presence will stretch the very edges of my existence, making me see what I was never capable of seeing, feel what I was never prepared to feel. That day, beauty will not be something I admire. It will be something that consumes me, dissolves me, and rebuilds me in a way I never knew were possible. Beauty will no longer will be a word, it will be his ultimate presence, a knowing, a homecoming. And with this thought, I understand every glimpse of beauty I have ever seen, see now, and will ever see is the only shadow of him. Thank you,
Wow,
Guru Maharaj.
so
Hare
nice.
Krishna.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the points you made are just deep within Shastric. Siddhanta, everything was perfect. We will understand everything that we understood before is simply insignificant compared to what we're experiencing now. Really nice, thank you. Why don't you send me that? Maybe you
Sure,
can
Guru Maharaj.
send it to
It's all
everyone.
your
Yeah,
it's all
please.
your mercy, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, no, it's not my mercy, it's your mercy.
I am not about you, Guru Maharaj.
I don't ask for my own mercy back, but it's your mercy, so I want it.
I am ineligible. Thank you so much.
You can
Thank
give
you
it,
for the opportunity, Guru Maharaj.
yeah, please send it to me and whoever else. Maybe you can send it to Srimati and then she can send it out to the group.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah.
Sure, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Wonderful, Mataji. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Hare Krishna.
I'm
Sridevi
gonna
Mataji.
read it over and over again.
Yeah. Sridevi
Because
Mataji.
we all can put ourselves in the same position and read in that way. It'll be a personal
As a
experience.
Christian,
It's a personal experience for anyone who reads that.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah. Sridevi Mataji.
thank you. Dear Guru Maharaj, as I read this translation and purport, I'm thinking that the demigods, who are many, many times more intelligent, more dexterous, more capable, more understanding, and so on and so on and so on, yet they think that Krishna is a creature created by Brahma. How is it that they are so bewildered that they think Krishna, that they don't recognize Krishna as the Supreme Lord and think that he is just another beautiful creation of Brahma?
Well, it says that the demigods that were present in this particular Rajasuya segment. Doesn't mean all the
Oh,
demigods. Brahma was given the indication as being the creator, so obviously he wasn't there. So there
okay.
are 33 million demigods, and not all the demigods are actually pure devotees. They're mixed devotees.
Hmm.
So if they're mixed devotees, that means they can't recognize the Lord when even though he's personally present.
Hmm. I see. Yes, Guru Maharaj. I understand better now. Thank you. Obeisances.
Good.
Silpesh Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, where does the ugliness in this world come from then?
What come from?
The ugliness, the ugly stuff in this world.
This is a relative world. Everything is understood by its opposite. There's no question of understanding beauty unless you can compare it to something that's not beautiful. Everything is relative. There's a duality. In the spiritual world, there's no duality. Everything is absolutely pure in its essence. So this is the way this world is designed. Everything is in gradation, just like there is good, but there's more good, more good, more good, more good. There's bad, there's more bad, there's bad, more bad. So everything is relative and it's in degrees. So degrees of beauty, degrees of ugliness, degrees of hate, degrees of love, everything is degrees here. Everything is relative to something else, and it's defined in that way because you can't understand one unless you have the comparison of the opposite. You can't have absolute cold unless you know there is something called heat. So if it's just cold, then you accept that as what it is. You don't give it any name. But when you understand there's something opposite of cold called heat, then you understand there's two things, cold and heat. But in the spiritual world, there's no negativity, there's no duality, there's no inebrities, everything is pure in its essence. So everything is of the absolute pure nature. Nothing is comparable.
So even in this world, are we meant to transcend the duality of this world? Can we do that in this body?
Well, that's Krishna consciousness. If you don't, then you're not Krishna conscious. One who's not moved by the dualities of this world and stays fixed in Krishna consciousness, situated on the transcendental platform. Happiness and distress, honor, dishonor, victory, defeat, cold and heat, beauty, ugliness. You just take a word and you can always find it. What is it called? There's synonyms and antonyms, right? An antonym is the opposite of the terminology. So practically every word has an antonym also. It's the way it is. And this is the world of relativity. This is the world of names. The world of names means what? Nothing. It doesn't mean anything. I can give you a name and you can change your name and you're still the same. So we define everything by names, right? Some people say, oh, this is beautiful. Other people say, it's not beautiful. Some people say, well, this tastes really good. Other people say, I don't like it at all. So everything is relative according to our conditioned nature. Sometimes you see your wife is so beautiful, and next day it's not the same, right? You're not going to say anything because she's probably listening. You know.
She's an angel, Guru Maharaj. She's an angel.
Sometimes we make a joke, but I don't want to. This joke is not very good. Probably everybody will leave after I tell this joke. Should I tell it?
Yes, please.
A guy gets married, he falls in love with this beautiful girl, and the first night they're together, so they take rest, and then they wake up in the morning, and then he turns around and he sees this lady next to him. He says, "Who are you?" "Oh, that's my wife."
I've heard something similar, but
"You don't recognize me?" "No." So what happened? Did she change, or did he change, or who changed, or what changed?
She removed her makeup and she let down her hair and she put on her everyday clothes, and so she is a different creature now.
Thank you for giving us the purport. Good. Yeah, it's like that, Sometimes even men, you see them at one time they look at one way, another time they look like somebody completely different. When you're happy, everything about you is attractive. When you're not happy, everything about you is not so attractive. So the Krishna consciousness is meant to make you happy. That way you become attractive.
Thank you very much.
You're sorry you asked that question, I know.
It's great. It's a perfect answer. It's a perfect answer.
Yeah, this is the world of relativity. Everything is changing. Don't get attracted to anything in this world because you'll be disappointed.
Mm.
We can get attracted to people, but basically through the principle of devotional service, then that attraction has substance, because when we're attracted to Krishna, we become very much connected to others in a proper way. In other words, we see everything in relationship to Krishna. So as we have regards for Krishna, we respect and have regards for everyone, and even Krishna's energy, the inanimate objects that don't move. When we see behind it is the hand of the Lord.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you. Rasvilasni Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Prahlad-
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept.
One more statement. Prahlad Maharaj says, I see the whole world as happy. He makes that point. But then again, when you preach, sometimes you say this world is just a place of misery. Prahlad Maharaj is not in material consciousness, he's in pure spiritual consciousness. So he sees everything in relationship to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, he sees everything as being the reflection of the Lord. Therefore, everything is attractive, everything is wonderful. Consciousness is relative, and Krishna consciousness is the real consciousness, the absolute consciousness. All of our other consciousness are just degrees of reality, but none of it has the absolute understanding.
Thank you. Yes, Mataji, Rasvilasni Mataji, please go ahead.
No, try to understand, yeah. This material world is just it's a dance. It's a magician has made some dance here. And he's performing magic, and everybody's being allured by the magic. It's like that. There was one magician. He came on. He said, "I can make the Statue of Liberty in New York disappear." They were shocked. How is it possible? He did it. He put a curtain in front of the Statue of Liberty, and then he took it away, and the Liberty statue was gone. No one could see her. She was gone. The Statue of Liberty. It's a huge statue that stands in Manhattan Island. And he made it disappear. And then everybody was saying, well, bring her back, we really want her. So in a few moments, he brought it back again. So
That was an optical illusion, Guru Maharaj. He had the whole audience on a turning stage, like a revolving stage. They did not realize it, but he used special effects so that they were actually facing the open sea when that curtain was opened. And so it appeared as though she is gone. And then when he said, bring her back, he again turned that, it was imperceptible to the audience. And then he turned it around, and this time when the curtain was open, she was back.
Yeah, but the whole point is this whole material world is an optical illusion.
Right.
That's the point I'm making.
So this real vision that Krishna is the source of everything, Krishna is the one whom we need to constantly see in all situations at all times. This kind of consciousness comes only by practicing Krishna consciousness and making a very serious and sincere endeavor to understand who is behind all this. But when we get dazzled by the material energy, we forget that it is Krishna behind everything. Then again we remember and we say, oh, it's Krishna. Then again we, so this going back and forth keeps happening to us, no, Guru Maharaj, in this material world.
Yeah, he says that. I mentioned that all beauty and mighty creations in this world is just a spark of my splendor. He ends the 10th chapter with that statement. Yeah, he's behind everything. It's the source of everything. He moves everything. He does everything either directly or through his energies. Mostly for the material world, he does it through his energies. His energy work just according to how he organizes the energy. All right, you want to be happy here? And he shows you here. There, over there is happiness. Go for it. So he fulfills your desire. But then again, the happiness doesn't come. But the illusion of thinking that I'll be happy by chasing after this or getting this is Krishna's mystic power. It just illusions the conditioned soul to believe that. This is very important because material images are very intoxicated and can cause us to become bewildered. Therefore, we pray to Lord Nrsingadev. Lord Nrsingadev can help you see through the illusions of material attractions, to show you what they actually are, and therefore you won't be victimized by these illusions. So that's one of the qualities of Lord Nrsingadev. He helps you see the reality behind the illusion and not to be enticed by the illusion. At least that much. Destroys material illusions. And pray to Lord Nrsingadev. Okay, Rasa Vilas
Yes.
Radha.
Thank you.
Asini Radha.
Mataji, please unmute.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru and Samala devotees. Maharaj, when we talk about devotional service, so devotees have different varieties of mood while performing devotional service. Sometimes people become attached to the service itself, or some do it for purification, and some do it to please the Lord. So they are same, and are there also different stage of devotional service, Maharaj?
Are there different stages of devotional service? Yeah.
Yes, the different moods.
There's different motivations for performing devotional service. There's different levels of realization according to different stages of development. Yeah. That's why there's mixed devotional service and there's pure devotional service. The mixtures are many, but the purity is one. Thus, when you learn the truth, you'll know that all living beings are my parts and parcel. There's in me and they're mine. Yeah, everything is understood in degree. But then there is the absolute principle. You see Krishna and everything in Krishna, and that's pure vision. one sees the image, but they see within the image is Krishna. It's like Brahma, when Brahma stole the cows and cowherd boys. And Krishna wanted to bewilder Brahma. He expanded himself into all of the cows and cowherd boys, exactly as who they were, and exactly according to their characteristics, qualities, personalities, behavior, speech, dress, everything. Krishna gave, it was exactly the way it was, but now they were all Krishna. They weren't the cowherd boys anymore. They were simply manifested as cowherd boys, but they were all Krishna. And then Krishna showed that to Brahma by turning all of these cowherd boys into four-handed forms of Vishnu. And Brahma saw that. Just as Krishna showed him, they're all me.
Mataji, is it okay? You have any
Yes.
further comments?
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj,
Not
there,
easy,
sorry.
not easy to understand. It's not easy to experience. But we have to understand the difference between material and spiritual. And know that the same person is behind both energies. One attracts you, the other one entangles you.
Thank you, Maharaj. So we have two questions on chat. One is from Balwan Nitai Prabhu. He is asking, Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, my humble pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, my humble obeisances to you, Guru Maharaj. Where can I learn more about Sri Lalita and the loving devotion of the gopis? Their love is inspiring. I want to feel that mode.
Well, there are many books, and there's the different pastimes of Krishna and the gopis. But I would recommend you read Shiva Ram Maharaj's books to get a clear and more direct experience, along with the philosophy that comes with the understanding. You know, he's really did amazing service by presenting all of Krishna Leelas in different ways with clear and concise and very perfect understanding of the philosophy that is the foundation for understanding all of this knowledge. Yeah. So his books, it's called the Vrindavan series. Shivaram Swami.
Shivaram Swami Maharaj.
Get the Vrindavan series. There's 5 books in the Vrindavan series, and then it goes on to other books after the Vrindavan series. Actually, the Vrindavan series is really expansive, but the first 5 books is enough.
He has that set, it seems, Maharaj.
Hmm?
He has those books. He has those books.
Yeah, read them in sequence. Sudha Bhakti Chintamani is one of the most important. Sudha Bhakti Chintamani, Venu Gopal, Napareham, these are all Krishna's Leelas.
Okay, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. So we have one more question by Yamini Mataji. She is asking, Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. I have a question. Is it okay to think about to choose something special for the deities' dressing, as I used to select clothes, jewelry, etc. for deities, which usually I like for the deities, or my consciousness should be whatever will attach to them, it will become automatically beautiful.
Well, you look at it and see what you like and put it on Krishna. That's fine. Everybody dresses, but if Krishna doesn't like it, he won't take it. So there's a story of Jagannath in Rajpur here near Mayapur when Bhavoti was dressing Lord Jagannath, and he put a necklace on, and then he put a second necklace on, put a third one on, and then he put a fourth one on. When he put the fourth one on, it fell off. So he picked it up and he put it back on again, and again it fell off. And he was about to put it on again, and he heard a voice. Don't you understand? I don't want that one. Yeah, Jagannath spoke. That's a true story, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Prabhupada used to say, when you're dressing the deity, Krishna directs you through your heart and mind and tells you what to put on. You're thinking I'm choosing, but actually he's directing your thoughts. He dresses himself. Sometimes we don't listen to him and try to make him look into something different, but it doesn't work. Think how to do it nicely, and you're thinking how to do it nicely. When you think like that, Krishna will enter into your consciousness and give you the exact understanding how to do it. And you're thinking, I'm choosing, I'm picking, I'm doing. No, he's guiding you through your heart, through your mind. It's like that, especially when you do temple worship.
Thank you, Maharaj. I just remembered when you were saying that in the DT worship course I attended through Mayapur Academy. So they were mentioning especially that we should not trust the DTs like whatever we like sometimes, because sometimes we dress them very weird way. So some standard should be there, or some particular way of knee dressing should be there, not
Yeah.
like uh,
And follow the protocol. There's standards by which you can follow to get an idea how to dress. They give you, yeah, DD dressing courses like that. One guy decided to take one DD in Vrindavan, was Bunky Bihari, and he gave him a pair of jeans and a cell phone. Yes. That became a big scandal.
Thank you so much. Dear devotees, any more questions or comments? We are almost 20 minutes past hour.
Okay.
So tomorrow's class, I just want to quickly announce tomorrow's class before ending, Guru Maharaj. So tomorrow's class is with Harrisburg devotees, and the verse number is, one second, Maharaj. It's Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, 6th chapter, verse number 68, 6.68.
668, okay.
I'll share it with you, Maharaj, in WhatsApp.
Okay, well, I'll just write it down. You don't have to.
Oh, CC Adi Leela, 6.68. Dear devotees, the class will be at the same time, and I'll share the link in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hari Hari.
Such a wonderful class and nice discussion.
I have a request, Guru
Yes,
Maharaj. I have a request, if you don't mind, Guru Maharaj. January 23rd is Vasant Panchami. It's a very beautiful festival where the deities are decorated with yellow, bright yellow and green. Maybe if some little bit of discussion or description of that Vasant Panchami festival could be included in that day's class.
Yeah, that's a big festival. There's appearance and disappearance days of great personalities. And plus we could talk a little bit about the mood of a Sant Panchami, first day of spring. I think it's called the spring season. Is it called the Hemangi season? I don't know. What is it? What?
Hemant.
Hemanta?
Yes, Maharaj.
There's 6 seasons in India. In America and of the West, they only have 4. In India, they have 6 seasons. They have the Hemanta and they have the rainy season. There are 2 extra seasons. So each season is for 2 months.
Very much. Thank you. So, yes, Maharaj, we can chant a little bit. How much time you can be online, we can chant. Good, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Haribol! Thank you.
Well,
You should see your apartment. You won't recognize it. Mahima and Mahatma came in yesterday. We spent 3 hours cleaning it. And it's really, we got the kitchen almost up to a working operation. The bathroom doesn't look like a bathroom anymore. It looks like a place where you like to hang out. It's really clean. We're working on it. If you give me another 6 or 7 years, I'll have it done.
Guru Maharaj, it's yours to do with where you like. It's yours.
I have to live in clean places. It doesn't matter where I am. I don't care. I can't tolerate anything that is not clean. It has to be clean and orderly too. Orderly and cleanliness are ways to facilitate Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada used to say, if you don't know how to clean, go home and live with your mother. She'll teach you. That's he would
My
tell them.
poor mother tried for years to teach me, Guru Maharaj. She would feel so much despair every time she would come to my room or come to my home. She would say, "How you are like this?" And I would say, "Well, this is just how I am."
Well, anyway, you're transcendental to the material world.
No, Guru Maharaj. I just have some defective gene. I really don't know what is wrong with me, but I have no inclination for all this, stuff like cleaning, cooking, DT dressing, worshipping, all these things. Somehow I have just no desire for.
Yeah, you're in the wrong body. Anyway, that's okay. Many of us are also in the wrong body. In fact, all of us are in the wrong body. Anyway, we're having fun here. We cleaned the light bulbs, and when you turn on the light bulbs, now you can actually see things. Before you couldn't see anything. It was like the hazy, crazy, lazy days. Anyway, sorry, I'm just in a joking mood tonight. So if my jokes are not so good, I apologize.
No, Guru Maharaj. It's very nice that you're saying all this. So now my God family knows not to expect all these skills from me. Thank you very much.
I'm hoping you'll come one day and attack your place also. That's one area we don't touch.
Who knows, Guru Maharaj, by your mercy, maybe in some lifetime I'll get a handle on that.
Well, there's hope. Okay, so we can clean our hearts now by chanting the holy names.
Maharaj, there is a hand raised by Anand Gaurav Prabhu. Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Anil Pranams. All glories to you, all glories to Prabhupada. Maharaj, just wanted to thank you for including me in this group. I mean, this group is so jolly, so lively, there's so much love. And within ISKCON, I've not seen this happening between a guru and their disciples every single day. So I really thank you from the bottom of my heart, including me.
Welcome home.
Yeah, I just need, thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. This makes me feel so good.
Everything that's wonderful, you can find it in Krishna consciousness.
This is more wonderful, Guru Maharaj. Every single day, getting your association, getting a guru's association within ISKCON is unheard of. My God.
Yeah, and you try
Thank you so much, Guru
try to get some association.
Guru Maharaj. Please bless me. I hopefully, formally, one day, if I can become your disciple and, be a part of this family formally. Just need the blessings of yourself and all your disciples.
Even the
Sorry, Guru
impossible,
Maharaj.
even the impossible becomes possible.
Yes, Rasavilasini Mataji saying Maharaj is very merciful. Yes, Maharaj, yes, I completely agree.
Miss Mercy, we are here, ma'am.
Because she likes to dance. So every time we're in Farmington Hills, I'm dancing with the men and she's leading the ladies. So I always signal to her, make sure you keep them going. And then we try to synchronize the men with the ladies in the dance. Men are like potatoes. You ever see a potato dance? Well, some of our men are just, we're idle potatoes,
I remember, Maharaj, 2024, when I first met you, we were all dancing outside that Mataji's house in London, and you wouldn't stop. We got tired and you wouldn't stop. And then you danced after that in the house. And then again, when Namacharya Prabhu was doing the kirtan, and again during that Narsimha Arati, my God, you wouldn't stop, Maharaj. All of us got tired.
Yeah, I guess there's something wrong with me. You should have told me.
Oh no, Maharaj. I mean, you got so much spiritual energy, that's what I was, oh God. I was discussing with Namacharya Prabhu, even he was saying, nobody has got this energy.
There's a statement in the Bhagavad, I think it's in the Bhagavatam. No, it's in the Chaitanya Bhagavat that says that when the devotees are dancing in ecstasy in kirtan, demigods come and watch, and then they start showering flowers from the sky. So that when the devotees dance in ecstasy and happiness, it attracts the devas also. They come to watch.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
And they give their blessings.
Thanks, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
Please keep me under your merciful watch, Guru Maharaj, always.
Okay, we'll see you soon. You're coming to Pune, right?
Yes, I'm coming to Pune, yes.
You're coming for
I'll meet you on
Nityananda.
the morning. Yes, I'll be meeting you on the morning of 31st. I'll be reaching in the wee hours of 31st, I think at around 2 a.m. I'll be reaching Pune. And just take some rest and then.
Sure you have some energy for the program because Nityananda's appearance day is one of the most festival
Yes,
days.
Guru Maharaj. Yes, Guru Maharaj. So, Guru Maharaj, I just wanted to know your schedule. Who would be able to help me with your schedule, as in your timings and everything? Because I can be with you since morning, 31st morning. So.
Only one person who knows my schedule, and that's Krishna, because I don't even know it. So sometimes I plan ahead and sometimes it doesn't work.
Maybe then I'll just message or call you on the 31st morning then, and I can coordinate with you depending on your availability.
Information you get is always changeable. That's why I don't put out a schedule because things keep changing.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Will you be at the temple itself on the 31st or?
Yeah, I'll be there the whole time. Okay, from the 26th evening to the second morning.
Okay. I'll be leaving on the evening of 1st, so 31st, yeah.
Good. At least you'll be there one day.
2 days, 31st and 1st, and then first evening.
Good. Okay, so
Thank you, Prabhuji.
let's dance around the holy name.
Sure.
Jai Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Ram Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Ram.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining. I'll end the call here. Tomorrow we can